And now I'm going to fill my hummingbird feeder. So let's talk about that. Okay, so I'm coming in with my hummingbird feeder. Mine is glass. And yes, it's got the little flowers, but because this is red, you do not need to dye your food for the hummingbirds. That can't be good for them. So don't do it. Get a colored, these I got at Canadian Tire, and they're glass, but you can order glass ones from Amazon. The plastic ones suck, and plastic's not good for us. How could it be good for a hummingbird? So get the glass ones, okay? So make sure, oh, see, there's a little bird poop on there, little hummingbird poop. So I wash it down, I disinfect it, because they get disease too. And make sure you're using filtered water, okay? Because you don't want to make your little hummers sick. And you have to clean the inside of this because it does get mold. I've found mold in mine, so make sure you wash it really well. Don't use bleach, just Dawn soap and rinse it really, really well. That was the hummingbird, came right in because it sees my hummingbird feeder. It almost came in and I bombed my hummingbird feeder. We had one get in here the other day. I should have a bra on, sorry. We had one come in here the other day, and it was so confused for a good hour. It was flying around and way at the top of the palapa, and finally I talked it into coming down to me and getting out. I kept going, come on down, hummingbird, come on down, mama. Anyways, let's get this cleaned up. Okay, so I just open it up. Just okay. Here's the poop. Hummingbird is impatient. This is when it feeds the most. So I got to get this out. So I've cleaned it out and made sure it's rinsed properly. And I've already pre-mixed filtered water. So a cup of filtered water and a quarter cup of white granulated sugar. And make sure it's all dissolved. Now, the best place to hang your hummingbird feeder is under the rafters. So we hang ours right there, closest to the window, so the bats don't come. Now, one little bat has been brave enough to come that close to the windows, because usually they won't come that close to the windows because their sonar picks it up and they hit them and they can't hover. So I moved it under the rafters so the bees don't get it. The bees don't come under the rafters, and they don't like shade. And you can get all this information online. So the bees aren't draining it dry, and neither are the bats. So it's strictly for the hummers. So I'm gonna put this together and fill it up, because they're zooming around already saying, where's my food, bitch? You know what I'm saying? All right. So again, these are at Canadian Tire. They're glass. You don't dye the feeding, and don't buy those little packets of hummingbird feeding concoction. They don't like it as much, and it can't be good for them. Sugar and water, that's all they need. And when it's their migration, when they're getting ready to migrate, so come March and April, they come in frenzies to feed for their big journey to Canada and the States. I fill it up double, and I give a little extra sugar so that they are fed and healthy for their journey and their migration. And they come in swarms. I have to fill this almost every day during the migration. So, all right, so that's it. And I'll show you where I hang it. They're waiting for me. They're hovering all around, waiting for me to put the feeder up. So here we go. Okay. This is where I put it. Right under there. And see how close to the windows it is. So the bats don't actually like it. But, yeah, it's a rainy day today. It's actually lovely because they don't get much rain here. Okay, so we should have some hummers any minute. Peace out. I'll come back with the stretch and folds and show you the consistency of the dough. I'll show you one stretch and fold, and then I'll do the series, and then I'll show you when it's ready to bulk ferment on the counter all day. Okay, so it's been sitting for an hour, a little over an hour. So let's do the first stretch and fold. And it's definitely not as hydrated as yesterday. So the neighbors are partying. Yeah, so this should work out okay. It might be a little heavier of a loaf. I don't know. I just can't get it here, you guys. But we'll just keep plugging along. Hopefully this will work out because this is a paid-for loaf. Just like that, it's changed. That's why we stretch and fold and do coil folds. Okay, we'll leave this for another half hour. Okay, so that's how it's looking. Just gonna do one more set of coil folds. And it's already looking way better than the last time. So this recipe is working in the humidity. Much better. I think this is all I need to do. I can tell it's already starting to form bubbles on the surface. So I will show you the bread once it's done. But it is going to bulk ferment now. You can see all the bubbles. So it's bulk fermenting already, but I'm done with the stretches now, and I'm just going to wait for it to almost double, have a dome, and be covered in, well, it's already working, I can tell. So this recipe is working in the humidity. So we're going to have a couple of awesome loaves. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to be doing a TikTok, you guys, on something that happened within my family in the last couple of days. We were waiting to go public with it until the family had all been notified. I am going to be sharing a link for a GoFundMe page. I'm going to get a little emotional. For one of my daughter's best friends passed away tragically, and their two little kids are left without a dad. So 11 and 9 years old. So I will be posting that shortly and hoping that TikTok will do its work and we can raise some money for this family. Okay, Peace out, everybody. Thanks for joining me.